SoFi Money Review, Savings and Checking in One. What if one free mobile application could replace your checking account, pay you a near 4% yield on savings, ship your paycheck 2 days early, and still let you trade stocks and crypto on the side? Welcome to SoFi Checkings and Saving. But before you move your direct deposits, let's zoom out. Who is SoFi Bank? How does this two-in-one account actually work? And does the shiny marketing hold up in real life? So let's talk about the overview of this company. So what exactly is SoFi Bank? SoFi started life back in 2011 as Social Finance, a Stanford-born startup refinancing student loans for classmates. Over the next decade, it expanded into personal loans, stock and crypto trading, credit cards, insurance, and even NFL stadium naming deal in Los Angeles. And now that we know SoFi Bank, let's talk about how the dual bucket system works. First, we have the automatic split. When money lands, SoFi automatically holds the first $500 in checkings to make sure that your card, bill pays, and Venmo's clear. Every dollar above that is swept into the saving bucket overnight to capture the higher APY. Now, we have the customizable threshold. Inside the application, you can raise that threshold, drop it to zero, or transfer manually anytime. We then have the rate mechanics. Savings pay 3.8% if you either set up any amount of recurring direct deposit or dump 5 grand of new money within 30 days. Miss that trigger and saving falls to 1% until you requalify. And then we have the checking earns too. Even the checking side earns 0.5%, much better than the zero you'll see at Chase, Wells Fargo's, or BOFA. Now we have the interest frequency. Both buckets accurately interest daily and credit is it monthly. We then have fees, access, and safety. Now for everyday fees, we have no monthly maintenance fee, no minimum balance, no overdraft fee, up to $50 if you have direct deposit. And so let's also talk about the ATM network of SoFi. You have free withdrawals at 55,000 all-point machines nationwide. SoFi Plus members get 1 out of 1 network free rebate per month, standard users don't. And for cash deposit, the Achilles heel that there's no branch or cash accepting ATM. Your workaround is a money order or a green dot style reloadable debit card, both of which add cost and hassle. From there, we also have FDIC coverage because SoFi is a direct bank and sweeps excess funds to 8th partner banks. Your deposits are federally insured for up to $2 million, 8 times than the usual cap. And lastly, we have card networks and foreign fees. Your debit card runs on Visa, international purchase tagged on the Visa's 1% foreign transaction fee. Foreign ATM fees are not reimbursed. And so we also have the mobile app experience right here. SoFi app is the secret sauce. On iOS, it holds a 4.9 star average from over 360,000 ratings. On Android, a shade above 4 stars. You get vaults. It is a name pocket for goals like taxes or vacation. You have automatic roundups that sweep the change into saving. You have bill pay calendar that flags upcoming due dates. You have credit score tracker that updated weekly. And lastly, you have one-time view of SoFi Invest portfolios and any personal loans that you hold. And so, we also have to talk about the perks and promotions. We have welcome bonus. New users can land a cash bonus between $50 and $300 depending on the size of their first direct deposit paycheck. We also have the perks as the early paycheck. SoFi releases ACH payroll up to 2 business days before the official payday once your employer files hits the Fed. We have no fee overdraft buffer. Overdraw by $50 or less and SoFi just fronts it until your next deposit. No fee, no interest. And lastly, as a bonus or promotion, we have the SoFi Plus tier. $10 a month or higher qualifying deposit unlocks the extra ATM rebate, free paper checks, and boosted cashback if you pick up the SoFi credit card. Now let's talk about the real world pros. Now summing up the wins, we have high yield without multiple banks. One login covers both spending and saving. We have interest on checkings. 0.5% isn't huge, but it beats zero. No nickel and dime fees. The core tier dodges maintenance, overdrafts, and minimum balance fees. We have Mammoth FDIC insurance, peace of mind for big emergency funds or house down payment cash. And we have ecosystem perks. If you also trade stocks, refinance loans, or buy crypto, you do it all in the same application. Now, let's talk about the real world cons. Number 1, cash is awkward. Bartenders, hairstylists, and anyone paying bills will hate the deposit workarounds. Another con is saving rate not the absolute best right here. Pure saving banks like Ali, Capital One, or American Express currently float around 4.25%. We also have the perk cliff as a con. Stop direct deposit and your saving APY dives by nearly 3/4. We also have the limited joint account granularly. You can add a co-owner, but vaults can be a joint specific. And for the last con, it's going to be no foreign ATM rebates. Travelers will eat those fees. And so, the last thing that I want to talk about is the ideal versus non-ideal users. Now, people will appreciate the bank if you're a W2 employee or freelancer paid by ACH, tech-savvy users who live largely cashless, investors wanting banking and brokerage under one roof, and anyone who values a clean user interface over branch access. Now, the people that will struggle using this bank is the cash-intensive workers, couples needing multiple shared envelopes, people who hop banks chasing the absolute top APY each month, and anyone who feels safer walking into a branch. And so, SoFi Checking and Saving is one of the strongest all-digital bank packages. The 3.8% saving rate won't top the charts, but when you add 0.5% on checkings, zero everyday fees, and massive FDIC coverage, and an app that unifies banking, investing, and borrowing, the total offering is hard to beat. If you're satisfied living monthly cash-free and you value convenience over chasing everyday last basis point, SoFi should sit near the top on your shortlist. Just remember, the magic rate survives only as long as your direct deposit does. And so, if this video has been helpful, leave a like, subscribe, and follow us for more videos like this. I'll catch you on the next video.